Hi, my name is Sam Johnson and I'm a voice teacher. I'm going to be reacting to and analyzing Dolly Parton performing Jolene live at Glastonbury in 2014.
Are you having fun so far?
Sure am.
This is a real thrill and a real treat. Now, how many of you go so far back that you'd remember a song of mine called Jolene? Let's sing about her.
I love that she's performing here. She's keeping a very small connection all the way through it and then getting a little bit more intense every time that she starts phrases and then backing off as it goes on. She sung this song, what, 1,000,000 times? I think that in this video she was almost 70, and so she's had quite a bit of practice. I think she knows what this song feels like to her when she's singing well. And it's not like a super hard song, but this first part goes right through her first bridge, right up onto her second bridge. It goes up to a C, and she's not pushing to get it. She's just keeping a really small, consistent amount of chord closure through it, and it's that sound that's helping her stay connected through her bridges. It's not that she's pushing to try to make anything happen. It's this little buzzy sound that's all the way through, which is actually helping her get quite a bit of twang in her voice, that little buzzy sound. So there's a reason that a lot of country singers sing well, at least in my opinion. I think there are a lot of good country singers because that little twang helps you connect everything really easily.
Please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain. I cannot compete with you, Jolene.
See, she's barely working here. There's barely anything happening. She does have a little bit of an inconsistent breath flow. You hear a little bit of a warble in her voice. Not really a warble, it just doesn't sound as supported as I think a lot of people prefer their singers to be, but it doesn't matter. It's so spoken and low in the mix, and as soon as she gets into that Jolene, the part where she actually has to sing rather than this more spoken bit, then she has good support again, in that she has a good relationship between air and muscle. But at this bottom part, maybe it's a little bit under-supported. Again, though, she's able to get this really small sound. I don't think she wants anything more than that. And so if someone told her, hey, you need to support here a little bit more, it would completely change the sound that she's getting at the bottom of her range. So you just have to decide if this is an appropriate sound. I think that the moving around and stuff, like making sure that this is as consistent as possible definitely helps through that. But she's doing fine. It sounds easy.
He talks about you in his sleep. There's nothing I can do to keep him crying when he calls your name.
It's just a really delicate coordination.
Oh, but I can easily understand how you can easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene.
She's also not moving her mouth very much. Like she's pretty wide, Jolene, but then she goes to this place most of the time, except for on Joe, where it gets really round. She's not actually changing the space between her teeth very much, though. A lot of times people feel like they need to change everything about the vowel. She actually has vowels that are really well centered. I mean, when she goes to the O, it sounds a little bit off compared to all of the wider vowels, but because she's not changing very much with her lips all the way through, there's a continuous sound that sounds like her all the way through. And she's not letting go as she goes higher. It's just a small, light connection that she chooses to lean in sometimes, but...
Please don't take him just because you can. Now you could have your choice of men. I could never love again.
It's It's almost like she's whispering, but just on the edge of it, where there is some connection that she brings in really intensely. And I think it's that twang, because I doubt that she's thinking about how much chord closure. She's thinking in sounds, in terms of the colors that she wants to use, because that's what you do when you're a really high level performer. You think about how you want this performance to be, what do you want it to sound like, and you think about how you're going to tell the story and what sound colors you can use and what fits everything. So it's on purpose the way that she's doing it, but it's going between that whispery sound to a really twangy sound. I like it. I think it's a good pedagogical tool, because the kind of breathier whisper one removes a ton of compression in her voice. And then as soon as she adds in this twang, her chords come together a little bit more. We get a higher harmonic content. And then it just sounds a little bit more intense. But I mean, she's doing it. That's actually super useful. I don't listen to enough country music. That's really good.
'Cause he's the only one for me. But I have to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you and whether you decide you'll do. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, I'm begging of you, please don't take my.
The most she's opened her mouth north-south so far is, oh, I'm begging, where she got a little bit louder with it. So as she got louder, she felt like she needed to open her mouth slightly, and so it did to accommodate it. When she went back to the quieter one, she was able to go back to that comfortable place that she has where she's not she's actually not moving her jaw hardly at all. Everything is kind of in the same place. Love that security.
Please don't take him just because you can.
Sound is really well mixed. Pretty sure it's live.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's totally live. She
Thank
sounds
you
really,
so
really
much.
good. Really easy sound. It's not like she's trying to sound like much, though. She doesn't get very loud through it, but she sounds so consistent. And that's the most important thing I think that you can have in a singer, is a consistent sound from your lowest note to your highest note, and the ability to get louder all the way through. But the main thing is we want an even timbre. Audiences really respond to singers who have the same sort of tone from the bottom of their voice all the way to the top, and that anything that deviates from that is a choice rather than something that they have to do in order to sing that note, like they don't know how to do it any other way. So that's what people respond to. She's legendary. She's almost 70. She's singing at Glastonbury, which makes no sense to me, but I think that she did a really clean job with it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you liked this video, and click the bell if you're interested in getting more notifications for my future videos. If you could also like and leave a comment, that really helps in my channel getting more attention from new viewers. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, please comment something that you liked about the video or something that you'd like me to teach in the future or react to in the future. Thank you.